Welcome to Miller's Monsters. I'm Mr. Beelzebub. Right here is Count Luna. Behind me is Edgar P. the Scully. And we're going to do a movie review of the 2023 movie. Wait for it. You know, I've been waiting for this one a long time. Yes, we're doing Evil Dead Rise. And it was directed by Lee Cronin, written by Lee Cronin, and of course Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell were involved with the film at all as well, and they were from the original trilogy, Evil Dead. Now, Evil Dead Rise is more along the line of that trilogy, so it is a sequel to the original trilogy, not to the soft boot in 2013, which wasn't a bad movie in itself. And before I get on to review this movie, I'll tell you a few things. One, as you know, I am a fan of the Evil Dead series. That didn't taint my judgment. If it was bad, I'd be coming on here. Very disappointed, but in my opinion, it was not bad. Luna's going crazy. She was so excited. She didn't get to see it, though, because they didn't let her in the theater. That's sad. But first, hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, hit the like button, set yourself for notifications. Luna, come back into the screen area. Say, fingers! You vampire! Hey. And please tell your friends to watch, like, and subscribe as well. I'm going to go get a Band-Aid and... What? Really, man? I'm your owner. And we'll review the movie. Alright, for the review of Evil Dead Rise. First of all, I thought the acting was good. Nothing wrong with it at all. A little bit questionable in some areas, but overall very well. It had Mary B. Peace in it, Richard Crouchley, Anna Marie Thomas, and Lily Sullivan. And let me tell you, Lily Sullivan did a great job. And I can't say enough about her performance. The story itself, as I said, this is a direct sequel of the original trilogy, and she's just going to do this to me again. And so we're dealing with the Book of the Dead here, and I like how they tied in the first movies with this story, in kind of explaining maybe to the novice that said, well, the Book of the Dead was over here out in the cabin, how can there be one here? Well, they explain that in the movie. I'm not going to give away any spoilers here for you because it's fresh in the theaters. And I did enjoy the how they tied in that part of it, and how they gave nods to the original trilogy throughout the whole film. As for this individual story, you can watch it itself as a standalone. You don't have to be familiar with the original three to enjoy this, but knowing the history makes it a whole lot more fun. And the campiness, there's a little bit in here. There's a touch of campiness in it, and the one-liners and things like that. And but man, this is just a flat-out gore fest. And I enjoyed the storyline, how they brought it out of the woods into the city, how they came about finding the book, okay? And they got enough people trapped on the one floor to have a lot of fun with, and the chaos that they presented when the evil is set loose was great, especially for that first act of the chaos of this section. And it was just fantastic. I loved one of the camera sequences there. It's a little different than from anything else I saw. I thought it was very original. It's shot through a different perspective, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you see the movie. But I thought that was a really cool shot as well. The one bad thing I have about this movie, and you know me by now, I'm not a big fan of bad CGI in my horror movies. And there are a few instances where there is bad CGI. A lot of it's practical effects. But yeah, there was a few spots. It jumped out at me, but it didn't deter of any of the fun. And you know, they built up some spookiness to this. You know, there was some mystery to it as who's going to survive, who's not going to survive. I thought at one point certain people would survive and they didn't, but the gore in this film is fantastic. It reminded me of some of the old Japanese films. Yes, they backed up the tanker truck of blood for this movie, and I think they used every ounce of it. So if you're a gore fan like me, especially, you know, silly gore, this did have it. And it had the spookiness, and it had the creativity that I expected from the Evil Dead series. So, sorry, she's on the loose. I thought it was great. Hopefully you thought it was great as well. If you've seen it, if you haven't seen it, go out and see it soon. And it looks like a lot of you have seen this film, because over the weekend it's taken in probably $23.5 million, maybe more, for its opening weekend, and $16 million overseas. So that brings its grand total to around $40 million worldwide, and on a budget of $15 to $20 million, depending on where you look at. This one's going to be a success financially, but it's not there. Really, it's not there. And I'm looking forward to the next in this series of films, because there will be another one. So some facts about the film. Initially, it was supposed to be released on HBO Max, but it tested so well they decided to put it out into theaters, and I'm so glad they did. I imagine they'll get it back on HBO Max in time for their change of name, May 20th, probably around there. That's my guess. And it is stated that 6,500 liters of blood was used in the movie. And there's a pizza place, and I didn't notice this on the box. It's called Henrietta's. And that refers to the demon in the basement on Evil Dead 2. And there was one more. Where is it? Oh, and that all the names in the movie were named after actors that had previously appeared in the film there. So I liked it. I liked it. I hope you liked it. And what I said here, if you liked what you saw, please hit subscribe, ring that bell, hit the like button, set yourself up for notifications so you don't miss another episode. And Luna, please stay in frame today. And please tell your friends. Go ahead. Oh, and there we go. It's tragedy. It's tragedy. Tell your friends to like and subscribe. And I got to go pick up some treats now. I'll talk to you later.